Hi guys, welcome to this special preview of our upcoming M4 Sherman tank. I think we already did a little preview when we were in Europe on that recent trip where we showed people the prototype model, which is right here, of that Sherman. Obviously we've made a few little changes and you'll see that in the rest of this video. But what I wanted to just tell you was that obviously over the years King Country has produced a lot of Shermans. I'm not sure if it's as many as the Tigers we've produced, but it's right up there. That goes all the way back to the early 1990s when we produced our very first Sherman tank, which is this one right here. A little hand-carved, hand-painted wooden model made in China. The next big revolution for us was when we went over and did polystone. And this one here was for the Iwo Jima series, and that was the first Sherman we did that was mass produced. In between this one and that one, there were a number of hand-carved wooden Shermans that were made in the Philippines as well. But we realized that they were much too expensive for the average collector, and we were always trying to find something that was more affordable. Well, down the line from this polystone Sherman, we were developing skills, and I like to think more knowledge about the Sherman itself. This particular one, this British D-Day Sherman, was actually made for our late lamented friends at King Country UK. There's a special edition. But two of my favourites are this one here, which was the general pattern or general inspection we called it, and it was the Sherman with the 76mm gun and also covered in sandbags, and that'll play a part in our future Sherman as well. But great little set, just always been one of my favourites, and probably the last of the polystone Shermans that we produced. This one here, which is the Fury tank, based on the movie of the same name. So as you can see, this is just a small fraction of what we've produced over the years. But in this upcoming video, you'll get a closer look at the very best and latest Shermans that we're doing. And I hope you like it. And I look forward to hearing your comments and any other thoughts you have on this. So without further ado, I'll let you just get a closer look at some of these, and then we'll move on to what's coming next. Cheers. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the two individual M4 Shermans featured in this new release, or upcoming release I should say. The slightly more colourful Sherman belonged to the 37th Tank Battalion of the US 4th Armoured Division. Virtually all of the Shermans in this battalion had a cartoon painted on their hull sides, in this case the Lone Ranger's sidekick, Tonto, which came from the popular wartime radio show of that era. As you can see, this M4 also comes with a load of supplies on top of its engine compartment that's also included in the set. Our other Sherman, minus the colourful cartoon, is part of the 15th Tank Battalion of the 6th Armoured Division, which landed on Utah Beach on 19th of July 1944 and immediately went on to the offensive in the Cotentin Peninsula in support of the Normandy campaign. The tactical number 17 has been painted in yellow on both sides of the hull. This model will also have half a dozen individual sandbags that collectors can place wherever they like on the tank itself to give you maximum versatility. In addition to these two new Shermans, we're also offering a selection of 8 dismounted US Army tankers in a variety of different uniforms and poses, doing their little bit to help liberate France and its civilian population. Enjoy.